Good morning, everybody. It's Luna Bell. Y'all, one of the things most people don't realize about my family is specifically my mama. Y'all, this is all for entertainment purposes only, 18 plus trigger warning. This is just for entertainment for TikTok. Y'all, I speak of things of a sensitive nature. Now, y'all, I have been essayed and trafficked by my mama, and essayed is the nice way of saying things. Essayed and trafficked by my mama my whole life. Yes, she likes little people. Okay, this is not the only one. My late husband had a problem with that as well. Not only that, but his best friend's now ex-husband is in prison for the same well-known case in our town in Enterprise, Alabama. I have a lot of questions. Any of y'all who have heard me channel, you know I'm always curious, and I got a lot of questions. Y'all, these are some video receipts and whatnot, but I want to share it with you. One of the things I started doing, especially after I was taken to that one site in Ozark, but I was taken to other sites in Enterprise and Level Plains as well, several in Enterprise. But the targeting and everything and the smear campaign, y'all, was just out of this world. Neighbors, everything. And this is one of the things I want to show you now. Hold on. Now, y'all, this is in my home. I'm inside my home. This is actually one of the neighbors that works with my mom, helps her as well as the other. But I was documenting after I had told them to stay out of my yard. He kept going. I had repeatedly tried to get the man to leave me alone, would block him, etc. But I actually speak in this video of the connections between him, my mom, my sister, the neighbor next door, and he is one of the five. But in this one, it's just showing where he keeps coming up in my yard, and but but y'all, but the continuous targeting and the connections to the corruption, like with my sister, with her ties. She used to be a corrections officer, allegedly, and was relieved of duty, allegedly, because of misconduct with the inmates, allegedly. Now, a lot of the people that had actually been targeting me are many of my family members, my own children, many of the people they actually grew up with that I considered my adopted children. In that one video where the psychic medium, the local, took me to the memorial site in Ozark, I actually mentioned in that video another unaliving where someone unalived themselves. It was one of my son's friends. And one of the women, one of his friends that he grew up with that I actually tried to help, she is a midnight ballerina and also a 304 in connection to the coven, the Smexual Covens 333, not only in this town, and it's connected to Enterprise, Dothan, Ozark, but also Pensacola, Florida. See, y'all, the things, the business owner on Main Street Enterprise, the very next after I airdropped that video to the employee at the defense attorney's office in Ozark, Alabama, the very next morning, a business owner who is part of this knew and mentioned it to me that I had dropped it off, that she knew about it. I dropped that off in confidence with the defense attorney's office employees, allegedly. It was supposed to be confidential. How did anybody in another town over know anything about it? Especially someone that was connected to the other two psychic mediums who were part of targeting me, allegedly. But also, they have connections to the Smexual Coven, but also to the covens in Pensacola as well, and the 304s. See, when that business owner mentioned to me that she knew I had dropped off that video evidence. That's what I call it, allegedly, of that man. I don't know if what he's saying is fact or not, but I do know they want me to shut up about it. But how'd she know? The two psychics, they always went in her business. But anyhow, when I went in there, I told her that her and her partners, the ones that already knew, they already knew that the stuff was here going to come out, and that they were already making preparations, and they were pulling out stuff and, cashing in what they could. And they knew it. And she said yes, that she did. Those psychic gifts we have, she's very gifted herself. Matter of fact, it was in connection to other things that I met the local psychics here, one of the other ones, that took me to the memorial site. See, who is also connected to my sister, the one that I look just like her, that I could be her twin. This is how I met the younger version of me. She was my sister's son's girlfriend. Anyhow, the connection to the 304 and the adult content. But this is more than OF or whatever they call it. This is under the sorting facility, as I call it. Some of the things I channeled under there were torture chambers. I'd never seen a St. Andrew's cross until, and I have to take this as allegedly, one of the man that talks at DL motherfucker, that my fuck buddy, it was one of his relatives, started sending me pictures, and I call it information, y'all, because I'm always learning, but he started sending me those things, the BDSM or whatever, the St. Andrew's crosses, and actually still have all the pictures and whatnot. One moment. What I want to show you right here are some of the last lives on my old Nanner account, where someone with the same name as my sister above me, the same name as the DL motherfucker, the bull that I started to see, and my best friend's daughter. They all come in with their public name in these lives, and I have the downloads. That unfortunately, before they nannered my account, and this was when I was speaking out on my account about the things going on in our community, but they would show up in my live in their public domain names on their TikTok accounts, and they had my account nannered. They reported me so much. But you actually hear me say their names in these lives. Psychic gives to and the cars to. But see, y'all, that's all part of the smear campaign to keep people quiet. And y'all, I have hours and hours of video receipts and stuff of things that I have experienced that I would have never known about. And y'all, once you see this stuff, you can't unsee it. And the majority of the things I'm showing you now are things that people are trying to use for the smear campaign. But this is why the smear campaign. Their intentions were something else. I was just like one of many, one of their victims, one of the intended victims. But I'm also one who refuses to give up. And I just got to drop down. And I'm one who refuses to shut up. I don't care how much you smear my name or my character. My truth will be known, as well as everybody else. Thank you. Many blessings to you. Blessed be. And things ain't always the way they seem. And some of those churchgoers, they're going to the wrong church, giving the wrong kind of offering. My best friend's daughter, what church does she go to? Where do they go? A lot of work there. Many blessings to you. Blessed be. Those fetishes some people have want to be dominated by their daughter. Allegedly. Those fetishes again. BDSM.